inside my own world of make-believe.
Hello gamers, or if you're not a gamer, that's okay too. This is the WAFTY weekly roundup, and on today's episode, I'll be going over all the news that have come about in the past couple of weeks, mainly aiming at the consoles. Let's start things off with Microsoft. For those of you that have been living under a rock, Microsoft have bought Bethesda for a little sum of $7.5 billion. For those who don't know who Bethesda is, they have developed games such as Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, etc. Microsoft here, in my perspective, are really thinking of their future as a company. I think it's a great investment. I'm not sure if all the new games from Bethesda will be exclusive to the Xbox and the PC, but I'm 99% sure that all the new Bethesda games that will be coming out will be on day one Game Pass. So that's something for all Game Pass owners to look forward to on the Xbox and PC. This is a very good power play by Microsoft in my opinion, and I tip my hat to them. Very good. So hardware stores. I personally think stores such as, for example, Game, I don't think they're going to last or be around for much longer. Everything going digital nowadays is hard for them to stay open. But Microsoft is here to the rescue. Well, at least for GameStop, that is. GameStop is basically the American version of the UK game store. Okay, I hope everything goes well for them. So, are you worried about the temperatures in the new consoles? Well, you shouldn't be, really. Temps have been released, the Series X and the PlayStation 5. As you can see here from the graph, the Series X, everything looks fine. At the worst case scenario, just getting a bit over 50, that is absolutely fine. As you can see, there's nothing to be worried about here. And the PlayStation 5 is claimed to be peaking out around a whopping 65 Celsius. So that's awesome fine. If the temps are running around 80 Celsius, then I would be concerned. But obviously we'll still have to wait and see how they're going to be when they get released to the public. Then we can truly test them. Burger King has released a short video on teasing the PlayStation 5. I'm not sure why exactly the food industry is getting involved with the gaming industry. I can still remember like the games that Burger King released. It's quite funny. Sony has released a full breakdown video of the PlayStation 5. And the one thing that people are getting angry about is the PlayStation 5 stand. Yes, the stand. From Zorka, first things first, that's a pretty massive console. Second, do I have to basically take things apart to lay down my console? It's a screw, Zorka, lol. It's either upright or on its side. How many times are you planning on changing it? That's true. Why would you keep changing it all the time? As a user experience designer, it's a pain point and something that isn't standard. Rule 1, keep things simple. This isn't simple at all. I mean, it's a screw. It's pretty simple to me, but I could be wrong. So here, this guy's also a goon. He's saying he's got to fuck around and pull out his tool bag from the garage and probably unplug the console, dick around with some screws, and then reconnect it, lol. Eric Guzman is claiming it'll take 10 to 15 minutes, depending on if you know what you're doing. It's just one screw or a bolt. It's going to take 2 seconds to untwizzle it, click it into its holder, replace the stand, and then put it back. But it's quite funny reading through all these posts. You know, I got a bit of a kick out of it. Digital Foundry have released a video on the PlayStation 5 new UI. So go check that out if you want to know more about it. It looks pretty clean to me, similar to the PlayStation 4, but with more stuff obviously. So as for the backwards compatibility side, so for PlayStation games, some of the studios will be actually giving out free upgrades for their games. So for example, if you have Destiny 2 on the PlayStation 4, you'll be able to get it for free on the PlayStation 5 fully upgraded. And yes, the game you upgrade will have improved graphics, also faster load times. But I mean, that's great, right? Why the hell not? I'll throw a list up on screen of all the games that are currently backwards compatible, or the main games that are currently backwards compatible for the PlayStation 5. For the Series X, I'll leave a link to all of the games that are compatible in the comment section below. The list is way too long to put on my screen. It's ridiculous. If you're going to be getting the Xbox Series S because you heard it can play games at 1440p at 120 frames and thinking, yes, I can play the new Call of Duty at a high frame rate, at a high resolution, you might just want to hold on for a minute, okay? Just wait until it comes out and we get reviews for a second. GameStop have released an article saying the upgraded Destiny 2 on the Series S will only do 1080p 60 frames, whilst the Series X and PlayStation will do 60 frames 4K. Let's just hope that isn't the case for all the games. And that's everything for WAFTY's weekly roundup. If you want links to anything I mentioned in this video, all the links will be in the description below. If you want to ask me any questions, you can catch me in my Discord, or I stream on Twitch, so you can message me on both platforms. I'll leave a link to them in the description box below. Hope you've all had a good one. So I'll hopefully catch you all on the next one. Peace out, guys.